Hi everyone, my name's Chris, and this is the Bearded Bohemian Movie Reviews. Today, we're going to be reviewing the movie of Captain America Civil War. So Captain America Civil War was directed by Joe and Anthony Russo, who are also known for directing Captain America Winter Soldier, and also they will be directing The Avengers Infinity War. Now, I must come clean, hated Avengers Age of Ultron. That movie, for me, was just not that good. I did not like the direction they took. I felt like Joss was just tapped and all of his energy was just sucked out. Well, I'm here to tell you guys that Captain America Civil War was awesome. It was epic. So first we're going to talk about the things that I love, the things I thought were awesome. Let's start with the action. So right off the bat with a Marvel movie, you know you're going to be getting some awesome action sequences. You think back to all the different movies, there is constant, non-stop action. And so this movie doesn't disappoint at all. Oh man, the set pieces are awesome. From the opening sequence with Crossbones and Captain America and Black Widow and Falcon all kind of working together, all the way to the very last and ending sequence was just beautifully shot. The Russo stayed just long enough on the different characters so you can actually see what was happening. Where some movies you have the problem where directors are less adept at filming action scenes. They will make really quick cuts, or they do the classic shaky cam. With the Russo brothers, they take the time to stay on each character and actually keep the camera relatively steady so you can actually see the action happening between the characters rather than kind of just going around showing everything. Good case in point, there is this scene where you have multiple characters interacting with one another and they're all interacting with each other as a unit but also as individuals. It's just this epic showdown at an airport, and it is the coolest fight sequence I've seen in a comic book movie, honestly, probably since Winter Soldier. It was just amazing to watch. Another benefit of having the action be a little more steady in terms of what they're showing is they're starting to bring in that the realism within the situation. So they're kind of bringing that audience into that scene so they can actually understand what's happening. When talking about the different characters and the ones I loved and ones I hated, which actually there weren't any that I hated. I thought they were all amazing. All the actors, all the characters, just spot on. But the Russo brothers had the ability, and you could see it in Winter Soldier, but they have this ability to take a character and to actually develop them as a character. Who would have thought that you could do that in a movie? Not many people, I guess. Case in point, Scarlet Witch. I hated her in Age of Ultron. I thought she was just a terrible, mopey, emo teenager, basically. And in this movie, they actually took the time to make her into a badass. She's awesome. She might be my second favorite character in this movie. Spider-Man. Thank you, Sony, for giving up some of that hold you had, that strangle and hold you had on Spider-Man. Because the Russo brothers and Marvel took in 10 minutes, they managed to do it in 10 minutes what 5 full-length Spider-Man movies have done. We've had 5 fucking movies, 2 reboots. It's just, oh my god, it was so well done. I came and it's the best Spider-Man I've seen on screen. The actor, Tom Holland, I can't even praise him enough for how good he is as Spider-Man. He just really knocks it out of the park too. And for that matter, some of the new characters are just really cool. Black Panther. I don't know much about Black Panther. I saw his picture on the Entertainment Weekly issue and I was like, oh, it's cool. He's the Panther. He's like Catwoman. And holy crap, he is nothing like Catwoman. This guy is just balls to the wall epic in the way that he holds himself, in the way that he interacts with other characters, and the way he runs and fights, the action built around him. He is awesome to watch. I actually cannot wait till the new Black Panther movie comes out. The movie takes it kind of starts to dig into some of those deeper issues in it. So on the surface, yes, it is just another Marvel comic book film that is, you know, Tony Stark and Captain America fighting. It kind of starts to go into these deeper moral issues and ethical issues. It starts to look at whether or not the fate of the few is worth more than the fate of the many. It starts to look at the idea of what happens when you can't control your actions. You can tell they're striving to get there, and I commend them for even attempting to do that. Well, people ask me about the tone of the film. It's funny at times, it's witty, it can be really dark and like gritty and just kind of scary actually, and then it could jump back into like a really heartfelt moment, and it brings up some really great like what the moments where you just start to piece everything together in your head. You're like, whoa, are you telling me that this led to this, which led to this, and then it led to all of this? That is nuts. About the stuff that I didn't like. The first of it was the underutilization of the third act. I think that the third act of the movie was great. It was what it needed to be, and it made sense in the context of that film. However, I do think they could have done more with it. The villain of the film was a little weak. I love the actor. I think that they are perfect in the role they were in, but I also think making them other than just the bad guy who's trying to take down the Avengers, like I feel like that's the typical cliche villain setup, and they kind of just went with it, and I think it was kind of a sellout. Alright guys, with all the positives and a few negatives I had, I have to say, please go see this movie. They did a wonderful job with the characters, with the storyline. They just knocked it out of the park. Go see it in IMAX 3D if you can. It is awesome. Although the 3D is not necessarily something you have to have with it, it definitely adds depth to the scenes, and it kind of draws you in a little bit more. If you can't see it in the biggest theater possible, go see it at the drive-in. Go see it at a dollar theater. See it any way that you possibly can, because it is something you do not want to miss. I give it a 95 out of 100. If you liked this review and you liked what I have to say, please share it with your friends and family. You can leave a comment below. Otherwise, check back here by the end of the weekend and I'll have a review for you of The Green Room.